UBLVGC Pick'ems. Woo! Invitational edition. Yeah, that's the intro. I'm here with 2 people. Not the usual full crew. Just 2.
It's 2 of the crew.
Just 2 of the crew,
Yeah.
you know.
Also, kind of got the intro wrong anyway. It's not Pick'ems. We're doing PRs.
Whatever. Who cares? I had to
We
make
could
it
probably
scuffed
funnel this into
somewhere.
Pick'ems at the end if we have time before I go to work.
I mean, I just made this. I gotta make it scuffed somehow. Also, after you record 7 weeks, no, it was way more than 7 weeks. Was it? Was it
9.
10 weeks of Pick'ems? Because we did
How
championship
many people were in
Pick'ems
last season? I don't remember.
No, or was it top? Yeah, because it was
I think
top
it was
8
9
last
weeks.
season.
It was top
Yep.
8? Why?
Yeah, because we had
We had
14.
Oh, because there were 14 people.
Yeah.
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
new.
Yeah, so we did 10 weeks of Pick'ems, and you expect me to jump into PRs like normal?
It's
I
been like
can't-
2 months. We've had so much time to gather energy.
That's
I'd say
also
it's been-
also why. It's been 2 months since I've pressed that record button. Just in general. All right,
Well, I
well,
pressed it to record my own like team breakdown.
yeah, that's never
I'll
gonna get
wait.
uploaded.
Now, when are you gonna see that? That's a good question.
2030,
I could
guys.
probably record my stuff.
2030,
Maybe like
guys.
2030.
Guys, get ready for 2030 when we finally see Winda uploading stuff about this. Even though we're
Just-
still missing like 5 seasons.
We're on season 13.
You're still on season 13.
This guy stopped
Hello to
winning.
this
This
guy.
guy stopped winning, and he's like, "I'm not uploading this anymore."
You
guys gotta wait.
It's so true.
It's like, you guys gotta
As
wait
soon as
now.
the Winda Dynasty ended, he was like,
Yeah.
I'm done.
It's literally. I'm a.
Yeah, there'll never be an American
I'm
dynasty
a-
in UBL history.
We're kind of living in one. Oh, American Dynasty and UBL.
In UBL, yeah. Come on, I know a little bit better about politics, which we are
Yeah.
not
Well, let me-
talking about today on the UBLVGC channel. If you want to
me
talk
go,
about politics, go watch literally anyone else.
Let me go.
Go watch the Road Jogan experience.
Let me go pick up. Let me go film this fight that I'm gonna win. Comes back. Nah, I got my ass kicked. I ain't posting that shit.
Yeah, that's literally you every season you don't win. It's like, it's going to take me 45 months to get this 1 week out, and then it's going to take another 45 months for week 2. Anyways. Woo.
Anyways,
UBLVGC Pick'ems. Woo.
yeah.
So-
So the invitational.
Yeah, it is the format of all time. I'll tell you what, after looking at some of these teams, they are something.
Yeah.
They are
I
something.
feel like most people didn't come in like with any idea of what they wanted, because like you've played this format for 2 seasons already. I feel like most people have already kind of exhausted what they wanted to use and are just kind of balling.
Yeah. I wonder who that would apply to. Not me, because I had something I wanted to use, but
It may or may not apply to 2 people in this call.
I had
Anyway.
an idea what I wanted to use, and then I got told it was ass. So
okay. Well, did Kathy tell you it was ass?
no, I drafted it, and then everyone told me it was ass.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say, if Kathy told you your plan was ass, she's been saying that about literally everything. Like,
No, I told her my
literally
ideas to use, and she said, "Wow, you're creative, aren't you?"
everything. Yep.
You're such a way with words.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, let's start with Lord Nobody's team. He has got Mega Charizard Y, Fluttermane, Raging Bolt, Walking Wake, Thwackey, Great Tusk, Oranguru, Matang, and Toedscool. To quote Kathy here, "Wow, how creative!
So
Where have
for a
we
bit of
seen
context-
this one before from Lord Nobody?"
for a bit of background context, we made tier lists for like these teams before this recording, and I had nobody alone in a could have had it all tier, because how in the hell do you start with those 3 Pokemon and end up with a team this bad?
Okay, you gotta understand, Lord Nobody has this mind virus called drafting the same Pokemon over and over and over and over, and it's never the ones he wins a season with, so I'm a little curious the thought process behind that.
I mean, maybe me taking Dragapult broke his brain because he's like, fuck, I can't take that with Colossal anymore.
You know what's crazy? He had the first pick. He could have taken Dragapult. But he chose to pick
I mean,
Mega
I think taking
Charizard
Yard first is objectively correct. I think it's the best Pokemon on the board.
I think that is insane. This mon is buns. This team
Okay.
is buns. It is maybe the most solved team that if Fluttermane gets sniped, it's the worst team ever. But he got lucky and Fluttermane didn't get sniped. Now, if it did, we would be having a very different conversation. Oh my god, I just looked at the stats. 78 attack. That is...
Okay.
Yeah.
Metang and Toadschool definitely drag it down, but yeah, the physical presence of this team is garbage.
Without them, it's 84. I wouldn't
I was gonna
exactly say
so,
elite.
So because
your
of the
second best physical attacker is Mega Charizard Y.
because of the pools, like and while we're in a downtime between the first week schedule coming out, I started prepping against Lord Nobody, and I quickly realized that one, this is a 6-mon team, and that's being extremely generous, and
This is a
two,
4.5 mon team.
the only physical attacker is Great Tusk.
Yeah, the only physical attacker is Great Tusk, unless I guess you run... Does Wake get Dragon Dance?
It does.
I think it does.
Like, technically you
With
can run
83
Dragon...
attack.
You can
Why?
Dragon Dance Wake, I guess.
you can Dragon Dance and click Dragon Claw.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Yippee.
bad, and I'm not saying it's good. It's definitely
Yeah, it's
horrible.
like
I
Dragon
mean,
Claw.
granted,
Also can't click
Genuinely, the next
granted,
best
Walking
option
Wake is
like-
also the worst mon on this team, probably.
Yeah,
That's
I
like
don't know why
that's
significant
not
points. That's significant points.
We spent 28 points on Walking Wake and Oranguru for literally no reason.
Yeah.
Like. I
So
don't
the reason I say it's significant points is because I can't talk. I'm not talking about Oranguru, Metang, or Toadschool, which are just wasted points. But like of all them,
is 12 points. Like
yeah,
that's
It's
I can-
significant.
I can understand. Well, it's
no, I can't.
Well, I didn't finish my sentence because I was gonna answer the other thing, but let me do my Oranguru take. I would understand if there was a Trick Room on this team that had abusable spread or abusable moves. There is no Trick Room on this team.
That's why I'm like,
It's just
why is
anti-Trick
Oranguru-
Room.
So
Yeah.
it's really, really bad anti-Trick Room. Like
Yeah.
really bad anti-Trick Room. It's better described
Like,
actually
the-
as just it's a screens guy. So you can like sort of place
worst
a
part-
really, really bad Sun Balance team.
Like, you could use, like, Oranguru symbiosis stuff with Fluttermane. And, like, Fluttermane pops a boost of energy, and then you give it a choice back. Like,
Yeah.
that's bad.
Yeah,
But you
except
could do it. But there's a Charizard, so why
Yeah.
would you do that?
yeah, except that's bad, and you can
You
just
can
run
use it
Specs
inside.
Fluttermane anyways and give Oranguru an item. I guess like the justification is if my opponent brings Trick Room, I can Oranguru instruct like Charizard Heat Waves to get slower Heat Waves off, but like Oranguru would need Iron Ball in that case to actually be slow enough to do a meaningful impact. This is also not talking about the type chart. The type chart is abysmal. You have 3 Pokemon weak to Fairy. You have 4 Pokemon weak to Ice. You have 3 Pokemon weak to Flying. You have 2 Pokemon weak to Ghost. And like you've got 1 Ghost immunity, and it's the worst mon on your team. Like I would legitimately say Metang and Toadschool are probably better than Oranguru.
Also, hi, Kathy.
Hello.
Hi, Kathy. Welcome.
I've noticed that I've gotten in too early to defend my team. I didn't want to do that. Quite impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little
yeah,
early.
We're kind of talking about Lord
Kathy,
Nobody's
your team is
right
fine.
now.
Like,
Yeah.
we're talking about nobody's team. You're,
Yeah, we're talking
you're,
about we're
you're
talking
doing great.
about we're
Oh, talking about nobody's team. We can talk about how it's just a fucking giraffe.
yeah,
it's all like
just
on
been-
one side and then nothing on the
Yeah.
top.
It's just not
All
very.
thin.
It's just not very good. I mean, we spent points on Walking Wake. I think just to get a water type that does nothing.
literally nothing.
Yeah.
Especially with Taro. Like, what is it? What does he even do?
Yeah. I don't know. I guess technically Walking Wake on Sun is runnable, but like,
I genuinely think the best thing Walking Wake can do is click Snarl.
That it's probably gonna be a Snarlbot most weeks. But like, the funny thing is,
like,
Lord
16 points on
Nobody's
a
team
Snarlbot.
also has a couple mons that are just weak to fire. So like, if he just brings slow stuff and he gets in a bad spot, he just has mons weak to fire. So I guess technically Walking Wake helps with that by just killing fire types.
Okay, the only fire week other than Tang and
Yeah.
Toad School is Thwacky.
Yeah,
Like,
I know. I really have to emphasize him getting in a very bad position. When I saw that he was doing transactions, I was like, okay, maybe he's gonna pick up Floette because he did well with Floette on the Sun team before, and it caused actual issues. And then he went and grabbed Matang, Toadskool, and Oranguru, and like his redirection now is just Toadskool. Like, I
Yeah.
can't justify seeing this and going, yeah, let me grab Toadskool over Spupa. Like,
Yeah,
Spupa would help
I-
your entire team take hits. Like, your team is not
Yeah.
defensive.
I literally saw him make the transactions and go, how did you make this worse?
Yeah. I mean, I thought the team was bad before, but it was like, it was passably bad. Now I just think it's not. I mean, we're wasting so many points on mons that if they come are just going to drag down the team. And I mean, we haven't even, like, to say how bad this is, we haven't even touched about, like, the move options, which are
oh my god.
sort
The
of
most
okay.
painful part of this team. Can we look up how many Pokemon get Helping Hand on this team? Because this is the most Helping Handable team of all time. And the Helping Hand is just Charizard and Fluttermane, which are the two Pokemon that do not want to click it the most.
Yeah. Yeah, you have two Helping Hand mons. The only mon I would say that would, like... Oh, I already had Helping Hand on the Haze.
Oh.
Whatever.
There you go.
What was the move under
It's so sad.
Helping Hand? Under Fluttermane?
I think it was
Wide
Wide
Guard.
Guard. I
Yeah.
couldn't remember.
Oh, it was Wide
I
Guard.
couldn't remember what it was on top
Yeah,
of my head.
I couldn't either.
So I
I
was
was
just
like,
like,
what
oh,
was
okay.
it? He didn't have it anyway, so I didn't know what it was.
Yeah, I deliberately picked one that wasn't relevant.
Yeah.
Look at Rock Slide, like.
Yeah, Rockslide just kind of chews this team up, but it's like, oh my goodness, what? Rockslide beats the Sun team?
Yeah, that's fair.
Funnily enough, it technically doesn't. But you have to bring two really bad mons to have more than one resist. And I mean, your Charizard still just dies to anything rock. So,
That's a smackdown. Like,
that's
let's be for real.
something. So, nobody's team, huh? I'm putting it in C tier. Maybe, just maybe, if I'm nice, I'll move it up to B tier, but I'm putting it in C.
I think C tier is where this guy belongs with this team. Like, this is
Yeah.
just. It could have been so much more if we didn't waste points on Wake and Oranguru, and instead we got, I don't know, a physical attacker, or a speed control, or
Yeah.
a second mode.
Yeah.
The
Like,
issue is,
I-
like, Great Tusk is a fine physical attacker, but when you already have two mons that are core to your game plan that are weak to fairy, it's just maybe the worst possible decision to make.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, we can't even say, oh, it's because he got sniped. Because the mon he was going to get was Crocodile.
Crocodile.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and oh yeah, speaking of things this team doesn't have, it doesn't have Intimidate either. So your 81 physical defense is looking a lot more bleak. I'll tell you what.
The
To be
numbers of this
fair,
team are just so low.
yeah, the numbers are low except for like the special stats, which are really fairly high. But
Yeah.
like everything else is just so low that it feels like this team is maybe just never going to do anything. And that's my take, that this team is, if it wasn't Lord Nobody playing the team, I think it would be a 0-3 team with an asterisk, because if it wasn't in our division, I would say it's an 0-3 team. Though technically, actually, we'll get to it. But the team that I think is going to go 0-3 in our division actually has a crazy matchup into this team.
Oh, it does.
Yeah. Big
Oh,
E.
it's like...
Huh. Yeah, Big E. Huh.
I mean, we can just spoil that. Like, Sand versus Sun, not super fair to Sun.
Yeah. Hold on, let me make sure I
No, but
actually
you have the best
ordered
sun
this
setup
right.
for it though.
Yeah, I did
Because
order
it's a
this.
mega, it goes after switch-ins.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
but
Tar can also mega.
about to say,
Yeah,
Oh,
like
Like, can I just
yeah.
hold the mega?
yeah, it's
Yeah, this is
it's Mega
the-
T-Tar.
this is the one instance where I
Oh.
think Megatar is like actually very funny and makes the matchup way better.
Oh, I discovered why I said that. Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah. This team's C tier, and we can move on. Because I don't
Yep.
want to talk about this team anymore. It makes my head hurt.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk
And-
about mine either though.
Now do a much better team. Much
Yeah.
better team.
It's Kathy's team. Kathy, do you want to read your team off?
Do I have to? We've got Megazord X, Pokemon Cornerstone, Celesteela, Ninetales Alola, Scrafty, Reuniclus, Riolu, Suicune, and Shroodle.
Okay, I will say, looking at this on the dock now, it looks a lot worse. I'm sorry.
It's a lot
No, it
bad.
looks worse. As the person who's had to build against this team the most, just for my week 1 matchup,
Okay, put it this way.
it's got some sauce.
Get rid of this.
That's still
There you go.
worse than I thought it was gonna be. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That I think honestly it looks
guess
worse
so.
because you get rid of the fairy resist.
Hold on. There we go.
Nah, I'd argue Riolu's real.
It just makes
It just makes
brings
it
all-
worse. 'Cause
Yeah, and brings all the stats down, and yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
real is real. But I was looking at
Riolu,
specifically just the numbers, and it makes the numbers better. One thing I will say is, Shroodle, it's on.
yeah,
Thanks, Brank.
It can be.
Yeah, it's 2 points. I mean, it's a mon, I guess. It's got parting shot. That's cute.
It's 2 points. We know
Yeah.
why.
Because
I-
it's got Prankster.
No, this mon would be a 1 point even with Prankster if it didn't have Encore. But Prankster Encore makes it 2. This one's a justifiable 2. Yeah. This one's a justifiable 2. It's got Encore. It's got Prankster Encore, Prankster parting shot. So like it can do stuff. It's just really, really bad. Because it's, one of the least defensive NFEs. But hey, it's got an immunity, I guess. That's something. I guess. I don't know. Who wants to talk about this team first? Because I don't have anything to say about this team right now. I need to think.
I think Kathy, you can talk about your team.
I haven't put much thought into this. Grace period was when I was working, so when it was like the quiet periods, I was like behind the till on a really poorly made Sheets app, making this. It's not very good. I just clicked ones I thought were cool, and it kind of worked together. Like, I'm not going to be able to draft Celesteela for a long time. I wanted to draft Celesteela, etc., etc. Like, same with Pokemon Cornerstone. I would probably not say with Riolu. Riolu's cool, but in a Nagdex format, Riolu's infinitely cooler because he gets to follow me.
Yeah.
It's just balance, slop. It's
Yeah.
just good Pokemon slop. I also really like Prankster coaching on like all of these mons that aren't the special attackers. Yes, about it.
I mean, to be fair, on the special attackers, it's not bad either because it makes them super bulky.
Yeah, like
And-
this weekend.
Yeah,
like,
but,
how do you-
like-
how do you kill that?
Yeah, I mean, speaking of that, be a special attacker. It does get extreme speed.
Ooh. Forgot about that.
Yeah, it gets it.
If you run E-Speed Suicune into me, then I tip my hat off to you.
Choice band, E-Speed, Suicune. And
Yeah,
cheating and
actually, I'd
giving
prefer
it
if you ran
Terra
that
Normal.
than-
Cheating and giving
I'd
it Terra
prefer if you ran
Normal.
CB Suicune than if you just click Tailwind and beat my whole team.
Alright, so here are my thoughts. It's like Kathy said, it's just balance slop. It's like good mons on balance. That's all it really is.
Yeah,
I mean,
you have good
Alolan
redirection
Ninetales
and-
is a broken mon for balance. So
Yeah. I think you have good redirection with the Ogerpon, good support with the Ninetales and the Scrafty, and then you can just set up with your Celesteela or your Charizard, and they have very different weaknesses, so it's hard to build for both in the same battle. Because like, oh, you have your Fire type out, you just bring out the Zard, and like, oh, Fire type can't do much now, and if you switch to your Ground type, then they switch back to the Steela, and you're getting leech seeded and burned and chipped by like Icy Wind and Blizzard and freeze chances and all that fun stuff. So like, This team's like central thesis is pretty solid, but also like I don't really know what Reuniclus is doing here. I think he's just here to have a good time.
You said to click Trick Room into matchups where I want to click Trick Room.
Yeah. And then,
So
like,
it's
Celestial.
never clicking Trick Room.
Yeah.
Because if there's
I
one
guess in
thing I
present Trick
know,
Room-
is that me and Kathy do not like clicking modes. Because it's not that
Yeah.
good. That's our hot
Ooh.
take, and
I
we've
won-
proven it.
I won the entirety of last season. I clicked Trick Room twice. To reverse my opponent's Trick Room. No, I clicked it because they went into a fast mon. And then they switched into the slow mode, and I unclicked Trick Room, and that's about the entirety of the times I clicked Trick Room or Tailwind last season, and I still won.
I do remember you reversing your own Trick Room.
That was a terrible play, but it was really funny. Like obviously I don't want Trick Room versus Luna Cresselia. Yeah, Reuniclus just does a very good job of being in Prismon, plus it's a special attacker that does a lot of damage that can set up its own Trick Room, so it doesn't really need any help. So it just does everything in one, plus good, decent-ish bulk with decent-ish damage. It's pretty good speed tier. Woo!
Yeah.
I think I won it last season as well, if I remember correctly. I think I was sniped on it. Because it did all of those jobs, the exact same thing I wanted it to. And then you did, like, Jellicent. Which is terrible.
Yeah, Jellicent is a mon of all time.
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't know where I'd rate this. I mean, like, two of the weaknesses that the team has are the very common types, but I mean, flying basically isn't a weakness. Because
Yeah.
I
Okay,
mean,
yeah,
Riolu, like without Riolu,
Rio's dying to 2 hits anyway.
Yeah,
Also, you
then,
have, like, the
then you
best
have the
flying resist in
quote
the game.
unquote issue is rock types can be a bit pesky. Fighting types are kind of, if you squint, an issue, but like the team's so bulky that like a lot of fighting type moves or fighting types just aren't going to be able to break through it. But I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this team because it is just balance, and it's good at being
Yeah.
balanced. But
I think it's pretty good. I'd put it like A or B.
I personally probably
real-
lean more B.
It's just hard to break through sometimes, but also
Yeah.
doesn't. It's not very immediately threatening. Other than the Zard.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I lean more towards B. We can definitely move it up to A, but for me, I think it's probably a high B.
I don't know.
High-
I feel
high-
like there's a
high
full
B,
tier
low
gap
A.
between this team and nobody's, but
Yeah,
just
we
me.
were talking about that, but then we would have to put teams in like S tier, and none of the teams this season deserve S tier.
we could just do like A plus. I don't know.
Or we can just do a gap in C tier and move nobody to D tier, and just put all the bad teams in D
Yeah.
tier.
I'm not against that, and just have an F tier.
Nah, we don't even need an F tier. There's not that much separation between the best D tier team and the worst D tier team. There's really not that
Fair enough.
much. They're both just, spoiler, bad weather teams. Alright. No C tier teams. Or actually, what I can do on the tier list is I can do C tier. I'll add a row below. We can do C, D, and then I can make a gap tier. For visual effect.
Whoa.
Gap. Alright. I put a gap between B and C. It would be really funny if arguably there's a team that should fit in the gap. That would be very funny. I don't foresee it happening.
Please don't put me in the gap. I would cry.
You're gonna be in the gap. You're trapped in the gap. Alright, next team.
All right.
We have got
Back
Gig
to pain.
in the Unbroken Leaves. Rillaboom,
Back to
Primarina,
pain.
Heatran, Spectrier, Roaring Moon, Mega Autognome, Basculin, Avalugg, Landorus, which is a good mon. But maybe the worst 3-mon stretch in UBL history? Maybe? It's close.
I mean, if you swap the
Surely
Roy
worse
and the
on nobody
Spectre,
teams.
I think it's a 4 months.
Yeah. Could be a 4-mon stretch, like you said, yeah.
If you switch the Spectre and the Roaring Moon, I think that's a 4-month stretch.
Yeah. So,
How dare.
there is one thing. The type chart's good.
It's possibly good.
I'd be disappointed if it was a bad type chart.
With the first 5, yeah. Plus Landorus, I'd be disappointed too.
I mean, what's very funny is you have 0 rock resists. How do you end up with 0 rock resists? I mean, at least the only mon that's weak to rock is Avalug, and that's not a real mon, so.
Well,
And even that, this is not even.
However, I
weak to
say
rock, it has
say
180
that.
points.
But it's Gig, so it's coming every week in the back, and he's gonna try to force it to make it work. Even though it might be... is it the worst mon drafted on this team? Basculin's better than it. Is Mega Audino better than Avalug? That's the big debate.
I think it is. I think.
I think it might... I think it's like 0.1 better than Avalug.
Hey, I
Well,
I mixed
actually-
my good friend Faticus Radicus with Mega Audino in 2 different sets.
Actually, hold on. Mega Audino isn't able to use an item because of opportunity cost, which means it's really, really weak to fake out. It's really weak to taunt. Never mind. Avalug, you can hold an item, so you are the same tier as Audino. You guys are equal. Equally as terrible.
Audino's moving down to 3 points next season, is what I'm hearing.
I'd put it down to 0. You can have it for free.
I'll take it for free. Why not?
I'm going to be
I'll
so
take it
real.
round 1 for 0 points.
I'm going to be so real. You would take it round 1 for 0 points? Okay, let's not get a little... Let's not go crazy. This thing
I just
could
have an
give
extra
me...
one.
This could give me points, and I would not take it round 1. I'm so
If I
good.
just really want to click Trick Room as poorly as possible.
if this gave me
Yes.
5 points instead of losing me 5 points, I would pick it round 1.
I wouldn't pick it round 1. I'd consider it round 2. But you have to remember, if you take this round 1, you're losing the opportunity to get a good mon. I guess if it's 8 player, then I'd take it round 1. But if it's any more than 8, I would not take it round 1 for +5.
Anyway, this team does exactly one thing. It is gain speed control and then barf spread attacks with your Heatran, your Primarina, and your Landorus. That's kind of the only thing it does. Rillaboom is like kind of there to help with that, but it's also really not good because Rillaboom wants to play balance, and this team kind of can't play balance to save its life.
I'm looking at something. They kind of
It
can.
kind of can.
It just doesn't.
No,
have
it can.
It just doesn't have intimidate, which kind of sucks.
I mean, the
The
thing
mons are
is...
naturally bulky enough. Like Roaring Moon booster speed, Breaking Swipe is real.
Yeah, I guess
Uh,
it has to be
about
Breaking
it.
Swipe.
Yeah.
So your balance
Um,
then is just first 3 Roaring Moon, which is pretty shit because you want Landorus there. I guess the balance team is just the same team you would run anyways, which is top 5
that's fair.
Landorus, and you can just make it balance. Even though you're probably still gonna have Tailwind on Roaring Moon anyways, so it's basically just the same team.
I looked up something. So I was thinking, oh, maybe Roaring Moon gets Rain Dance, so you can pair it with Primarina or Landorus. It doesn't.
No.
Does Spectre get Rain Dance?
I will double check.
It's not much better, but it's something.
No. Does not.
Guys, I found the
But-
reason for the Basculin. It's to click Rain Dance and be faster than Modest Landorus.
So real. So real. Yeah, I don't know. I think Spectre as like a support Pokemon is like good on paper, but then you realize how many points it costs, and it's like we're really spending this much for a okay support Pokemon. Like Spectre was 17 points. And I'm gonna be so real. Gig might have taken the 2 worst Pokemon in 17. Definitely up there.
Is Heatran's 17, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah,
Heatran
that
with
one-
Rillaboom does make it passable, I will say that. Because you can't just lose to
Yeah.
Earthquake.
Even
And
though everything gets high horsepower anyway.
Isaiah, like,
yeah.
half the ones get high horsepower.
Everything gets high horsepower.
Yeah.
Stomping
Oh my
Tantrum,
god,
so, like,
wait,
does
we
get
don't have
handled.
Intimidate, we don't have Redirection.
Correct.
I was like, surely
have
there's
only
like
one fake
Redirection. I was like, surely there's Redirection, so Balance is like not feeling like it's gonna be throwing. Oh boy. Is this worse than Nobody's team? Probably.
Yes. Yes.
You know what's crazy? I think yesterday you were arguing that Nobody's team was better.
No, yesterday I started out
No,
thinking
you
that
said
Gig's
Gig's team was better, yes. But I would not let you
started that.
believe that. Yeah, this is worse than
I
Nobody's.
started the day thinking that, and then I thought about it more, and then I played against Rat with this team, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, this team sucks.
Yeah. I mean, like, if you at least had Redirection, Spectrier could set up. But, like, it's got to set up with Rillaboom, which is like if they call that you're going to fake out, your Spectrier kind of just takes a lot of damage.
Yeah, or,
Yeah,
you know,
if
brings
Rillaboom
a
is not
covert
on the
cloak.
field,
Yeah.
or like if there's
yeah.
no fake out pressure, this team can't do anything. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
There's going to be a Covert Cloak literally every single week.
Yeah,
God, and the
like,
fact that Roaring Moon, if you want to run, like, really fast stuff, like that fast spread that Pinky was talking about, you have to run Booster Speed, which means you probably have to run Protect Tailwind.
yeah, like it's gonna be Protect, Tailwind, Knock, and then like Acro or Breaking Swipe, pretty much guaranteed.
Yeah. I think on this team, I'd probably want it to be Protect, Tailwind, Knock Off, Breaking Swipe. Because at least
Yeah.
then you can try to get rid of the Covert Cloak, or at least gain the knowledge for game 2 if you don't fake out into the cloak, which mon is going to
Oh
have
yeah,
it.
you
Because
100%
Covert Cloak
need
is
knockoff.
Covert Cloak is coming every single week. Like,
Mhm.
there is not going to be a single week against this team where Covert Cloak doesn't come.
Yes.
There's one fake out.
Yeah.
And you just put Cloak on your taunt guy, and then you taunt like the Autono, and it can't set up Trick Room, or you match Tailwinds and taunt the Moon, or just I don't know, you lead fake out taunt guy, and then Moon can never set Tailwind.
Yeah, I don't know. I think arguably the choice is you either put Covert Cloak on your really strong physical attacker or your really strong special attacker, because that way you cover Snarl on Spectre and Fake Out from Rillaboom, or you cover Breaking Swipe plus Fake Out. Which is something. And I'm realizing as well, is Prim the only Icy Wind? I don't even know if that fucking monk gets it.
It does get Icy Wind.
I'm sure it gets Icy Wind, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it does.
Hey, I'm
No, it does
like
not, I lied.
95%
Yeah.
sure that Avalon gets Icy Wind.
Okay, well, that,
Checkmate, Basculin gets Icy Wind. I found another purpose for Basculin.
wow, Basculin gets Icy Wind. Wow.
It's Icy Wind, Rain Dance.
So you know what-
That's
you know what-
Aqua Jet.
You know what the sauce is? We're losing even harder to Covert Cloak on our Rillaboom. We're bringing Drum Beating. Because at least that is speed control.
There is
Yeah.
Swamp.
Oh, there is Swamp. I forgot about Swamp.
I
But
think
also
that's
your Swamp
I-
setter is 85 speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also think that's just not particularly good. Because I mean, what if you get hit with Swamp?
I think Swamp is good. I don't think Rillaboom.
Well, yeah, I don't think
setting
it's
it is-
I don't think it's good on this team. I think Swamp as a concept is good. This
Yeah.
team, I think Swamp is like maybe
Yeah, this team doesn't take advantage
if you
of
have
Swamp.
the worst matchup ever, you just have to swamp it out.
If you are dedicated to bringing Rillaboom, Primarina, Heatran, Landorus to a game, then you have to Swamp.
You gotta get swampy.
But like, why would you not bring Roaring Moon or Audino and get your speed control or Spectre
Yeah.
and have an actual fast threat on the field?
Yeah. Also, that Rillaboom Primarina, if that's your lead to set up swamp, you're probably never gonna get that because it'll maybe work for one game and then they're just gonna send out a physical mon with a grass type move and just boom, your Primarina's
And
dead.
kill the Primarina.
Like you just have to run like Bolt Primarina on that team, which is terrible because you don't.
Seed?
Ooh, Grassy Seed Primarina. Okay, so it doesn't have an item that helps it out in any point in the game because you're not gonna want to keep this on the field the whole game.
It also won't have anything to boost its damage, which it sometimes does need.
Yeah, like it kind of needs Throws for Your Life Orb to do respectable damage sometimes.
Yeah, I think it'll do fine damage a majority of the time. Like, it probably won't pick up
Like,
one hits, but like 2 shots are probably fine. But if it doesn't
I run,
hit
like,
a 2-shot,
Grassy
then it's
Combine
terrible.
stuff.
Yeah, that might be Prim's best set if you're trying to like keep it on the field and keep it going. But the issue is there's no follow me, so it's like 30 times worse.
Yeah. Also, I ran it in Reg H where everyone had Haze on their Dragonite, so it kind of just did nothing.
Oh
And
yeah,
I think
that's
Haze
awesome.
was very strong into that.
Yeah. I mean, one thing Gig has that's something for sure. Haze is not that good in this team because you're never going to get the opportunity to set up.
Yeah.
Haze will Haze will actively help the team more because it gets rid of the intimidate and special attack drops. Yeah,
That's
no.
what Spectre is here
this
for.
is-
It's to be fast Haze.
True.
It's not Merc for some
True.
reason.
It's fast Haze with Snarl and Will-O-Wisp, and then Shadow Ball because it can't afford Protect.
Like,
It's
imagine if you
peak.
consolidate the Spectre and Roaring Moon into a Murkrow, and then all of a sudden you have like 20 points to play with to get Intimidate, or Follow Me, or both.
Yeah, well, I hope he doesn't regret it because he can't make
Yeah,
that
this is
change
a-
now.
Yeah.
All right.
I think this is a D tier team pretty
Yeah.
solidly.
Yeah, this team does not deserve to be in the gap, or even on the same tier as nobody. Which previously I would have said they're the same tier, but like looking at it on paper, I think it's just terrible.
Oh yeah, building with this team was painful. Although honestly, I think building with nobody's team was more painful. So
That's probably
that's
more
just my
painful,
taste.
yeah. But at least
That might
that
be my
team,
taste.
at least that team will do something turn 1. Like at least that team can
Alright.
exert pressure. All right, time for the biggest rodent around.
moving on to Alcoholics Anonymous. I mean, Aloha Lolochus.
Yeah. Looking at some of these teams is gonna make me go to Alcoholics Anonymous because I'm gonna be
We
drinking.
We have Mega Metagross, Iron Valiant, Torrentee, Brute Bonnet, Garchomp, Rotom Wash, Dust Noir, Torracat, and Licky Licky, which is just here to be Cloud9 guy. And Rat pulled the pool that does not have weather.
Yeah.
Hey. Snow's the weather.
My bad. My sincerest apologies.
Well, it
real.
doesn't have the weather teams more so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This team I think is really good. I think it's really good.
It's really solid. The one downside for this team is that you can intimidate so easily, and there's only one clear amulet, and it's probably going to be on Garchomp every game.
Yeah,
Um,
I think after looking at this team on paper, it's kind of been like this for every team. I'm a lot lower on it than I was initially. I
Yeah.
scrimmed against Rat when he had a variation of this team. What did he have that went to sniped? Sinistra.
It's Joe.
Which made prepping for that team in scrims a lot more scary, but I also had a worse team when I was scrimming because I was on the Pagos team.
You're on Pogo's train.
I was on the Pagos train. Choo choo. I was dishing up some turtle soup because Pagos dies to any physical attack on this team after it takes a hit. But Iron Valiant Metagross is a very cute combination. You can kind of just lead that some games and just get away with it. Like you just steal the game that way. You just go coaching and do a protect on Metagross. You don't even have to mega it the first turn, so they can't, try to call it. Where they're gonna be like, okay, turn 2, I can just, do whatever. Just send in a Intimidate and get rid of your attack boost on your coaching. That said, so far, 1 out of the 2 teams in his pool that we've looked at. I guess we haven't talked about which pool is in which. Nobody's pool A.
True.
Kathy, Gig, Rat are pool B. There we go. Now we're caught up. I don't know. I think this team is good. I think, like you said, it's got like really clear Intimidate weaknesses. It's got a couple
I also
good
think it's-
special attackers. Exactly 3.
I think the Rotom Wash doesn't do much here. I think Rotom Wash is kind of a bad mon.
It's kind of a little bit of a troll, but I don't know. It's another
a
mon that you can just run like bulky support that just does a lot of damage because it has a high base power move.
I'm going to assume that Rat picked it so it could do Disc Quake with the Garchomp.
Yeah, I would have to imagine.
Yeah.
That's not really good.
It's fine. I think it's good for when the game state gets simplified. Like, you keep Rotom in the back, and then when it's like really late into the game where they're down, maybe they're Tailwind or something, and they just don't have a great way to outspeed Garchomp, you can just fire off Earthquakes and then discharges. Unfortunately, in both the pools we've looked at for both of the teams from his pool that we've looked at, that's not really doing anything. Maybe that'll do something in playoffs. I don't know. I don't think having a water type being Rotom Wash is that great. Our fire type is bad because it's Torracat.
It's also the only fake out, which is also bad.
Yeah.
Also
It's
the Intimidate.
passable. It would be so much better if Torracat got Parting Shot. Like, it would be
does.
not a
It
threat.
does.
It does not.
It does. He used it against me.
No, it's Knockoff. That's what I was thinking of. Knockoff was the move that it
Yeah.
doesn't get.
That doesn't get knocked off.
So switch it around. Knockoff would be huge on this thing because you don't really have a mon that wants to
Yeah.
click Knockoff. Because Metagross typically won't have the move slots for Knockoff. Torn, I mean, come on now. I guess Licky you can run Knockoff. You can run Knockoff Valiant, but Valiant's kind of shoehorned into a much more supportive role on this team, which is fine. I think Valiant's a fine supportive mon. 116 booster with Icy Wind is not bad.
I will say, I think this team has a losing matchup into Gig, so that's something for Gig's team, I guess.
Yeah, I think also the biggest issue is, like, we've got Dusk Noir, which is, like, why? I mean, we don't have anything that even wants to be in Trick Room besides Brute Bonnet and Licky, and Licky's terrible. Brute Bonnet is, again, kind of going to be a more supportive piece on this team, so it's not exactly like it's going to be sitting up here in Trick Room and, exerting a ton of pressure. It exerts Spore pressure, but, like, if you hit someone that's running Safety Goggles, it's like, well... And, I mean, Safety Goggles is just really good in this team because it just gets rid of Rat's ability to redirect. And shuts down Spore.
Dusknoir,
So there is that.
Dusknoir is, like, not a terrible support guy with Frisk. It can imprison stuff. It can Will-O-Wisp.
It's...
Yeah.
It
And
can
you
Shadow
can-
Sneak.
Yeah, you can use Dusknoir to find where the Rage Powder is. It's not the Safety Goggles are, which is kind of nice.
Yeah. Who has the goggles? Who has the cloak?
Fine. I don't like spending 9 points on it, though.
Yeah.
No,
I
you could
don't-
probably made it your Skull.
Yeah, because Duskull does the exact same thing, has relatively similar bulk in the grand scheme of things with Eviolite.
And then if you, for some reason, don't want Frisk, which you should always run Frisk, it does get Levitate.
Yeah,
Which is just better. And it can Pain Split and do a lot more damage because it has 20 HP.
yeah.
I'm just
I
think Duskull next season.
Duskull might be the
You
play.
do that.
Duskull might be the play. And by the play, I mean,
How much is it?
I'm not drafting it. I think it's 2.
I think it's 1.
I think it's
I
2.
think it's 2.
Did I make it 2?
See, Winda?
It is 2
See, Winda?
points.
Your,
Fuck you,
your
Winda.
philosophy is biting you in the ass.
Yeah, it's been
No,
2 points to
it me-
Duskull
no,
and negative
no,
5 points
it-
to Mega Audino.
It means I've done a good job because I've gone, oh, I could run this mod.
I'm
That
gonna
means
be
I have
I'm gonna be
pay
so
more than
real,
1
Winda.
point for it.
I'm gonna be so real. That is not happening in Champions. We are not making 1 point utterly unusable garbage. Because
Okay, let
it
me do-
artificially has inflated the bottom of the board to be so undraftably bad.
Okay, so
Yeah.
here's my
And
theory
therefore,
on
everything
why.
is top heavy.
Yeah, so no, this is the reason why I like the 2 points being like more
How many
bloated
server mute him?
is because the worst thing to do is have to go through every single fucking 1 point Pokemon and try and find something. And it's
That's
It's
literally
so
what
annoying.
we have to do
That's-
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I drafted fucking Hippopotas. Because I'm
Like-
like, oh, it can
like
sit
one-
sand for when I play
Yeah,
the Sun
one
team.
isn't utterly unusable. It's just way harder to find value in it. Like, we have mons like Hippopotas. I mean, there's other stuff somewhere.
There's Beedrill, has a funny little gift.
Yeah, Beedrill. Glimmet is not a bad, really low point Pokemon. Grookey is a 1 point Pokemon.
But they're all fucking unusable. There's no reason to use them above any mon of like 7 points.
Yeah.
This is a discussion for another time, but like
It is.
the bottom
Draft board
half
philosophy.
from like
Yeah.
maybe like 11 on down are so bad consistently, and they're not getting scene plagues. They're getting basically the same ones each season on a rotation.
Yeah,
5 down
I
is where
think
it's like,
that
okay,
is
this is
the
unusable garbage.
downside. I think next season, even if we do like divs, we're just gonna do same draft board if we ever do Nat decks again, because Nat decks draft board is just too broken. That or we have to force 11 mons because 9 mons, whatever. Rats team. I don't know. I think it's like a B tier thing.
I think it's A or B.
I think it's like
I
B.
think it's a bit-
I like Kathy's team more than this. Looking at it,
Really?
and that's
I
B
could see it,
tier.
actually.
Yeah, I like Kathy's more.
Kathy's doesn't have that super exploitable. Let me just keep rotating my intimidate setter over and over and over.
For that.
I don't know. I think I have this in B below Rat. I don't think I want to move Kathy up to A yet, but I'm open to discussing it.
Alright.
I don't know. We can get to that when we have, other teams that are arguably A level.
Yeah.
If we have any. I don't know. They might all be B tier teams. It's either B
Oops,
or
all
D.
Bs.
It's either B or D. Or nobody being in C.
Like, it was so hard to make my tier list, because, like,
Yeah.
it's so hard to divide bad teams up further.
Yeah. All right, we got Winda. Winda, read your team.
So my team consists of Tapu Koko, Sinistra, Iron Jugulis, Hariyama, Salazzle, Iron Treads, Mega Altaria, Slowking, Hisuian Avalugg, and Staravia. And what I've come to learn is I'm the only person who actually likes my team.
I don't get why.
I understand why, because Winda was like, I like bulky teams, and you know what?
Oh.
This is a pretty fairly bulky team.
Just don't just ignore the special defense for the most part. Just like put like a line above that, because that's kind of bleak for a lot of those mons.
Yeah, get rid of that. The problem is that you look at the offenses, and your highest offensive stat on a usable Pokemon, because I'm not counting poop table, is Iron Jugulis at 122, and then Hariyama, which gets Gust boosted 120, but it doesn't even want to run Guts all the time. So it's like,
if you remember, Winda actually says he doesn't like Guts because Thick Fat is better into a lot of matchups.
Which is true.
That's just the thing Winda's been saying for years at this point about Hariyama. It's that Winda would rather run Thick Fat than Guts.
so no.
Which
but
I get
okay.
it. I get it. I don't get it on this team, but I get it.
Yeah, this team needs damage. Like, this team really wants Hariyama to be Guts
This,
every week.
I'd say, this team probably does want Guts Hariyama. Whereas, like, teams that I've drafted in the past are like, okay, it's got the damage already, so you can afford to run Big Fat AV.
Yeah. Like, the good thing about Hariyama is that you can either be Guts Flame or Thick Fat AV. The problem is that this team, if it's Thick Fat AV Hariyama, it just, like, 2 to 3 hit KOs everything, and in Nat Dex power level, that is not great.
I don't know. I think what I did was I made this team and I went, yeah, this looks like it can do enough damage, and then I kind of think I forgot to adjust for Nat Dex power level.
I'm gonna be real. I don't know if this does enough damage in Paldea decks.
Maybe in Sword Shield Dex.
Pre-Crown, not Crown Tundra, DLC 2, it probably does enough damage.
Oh wait, I forgot that Sinistra actually has the second highest offensive stat, and not Iron Jugulis. My bad. I forgot Sinistra has 121.
Iron Jugulis has 122.
Yes.
Yeah, well, Sinistra's
Oh,
the
second highest, yeah,
more
yeah,
than
yeah,
Hariyama. So
Yeah,
it can Matcha Gasha for like 20%.
Yeah, Sinistra just
Burn.
doesn't do damage, man. I'm a big Sinistra lover, though. I'm a big Sinistra believer, but I don't know. I don't think
It's a good mon.
I don't think it's
Not
great
offensive.
on this team, though.
So I knew that this wasn't a like Sinistra, like a super great Sinistra team. Like I knew that when I drafted it, but like
You just did it to piss off Rat.
Yeah, because who doesn't want to piss off Rat? No, it was literally like I liked everything about it that wasn't hospitality.
That is a take and a half.
No,
I mean,
but
Key-Proof, I guess, isn't bad.
for this team, like I like
Yeah,
hospitality on most teams.
No, I
Obviously,
still
it's not
think you're wrong. Because this is a bulky team. This is perfect for hospitality.
Yeah,
I think Sinistra's just
Hariyama loves
bad because it's your
hospitality.
only redirector.
Yeah, no, that's fair. And like this is, I think, one of the first times that I haven't drafted Follow Me. Like I don't remember the last time I haven't drafted Follow Me. This is where we go back like last season I didn't draft Follow Me or something. The last season I had Magmar.
Yeah, you had Magmar last season. I'm not checking
last
right
season
now. I'm not checking.
Last season
right
I had
now.
Magmar. Season before I had Jirachi. Season before that I don't think I was in. And then season 14, I think my only redirection was Ragebacker as well. So it's been a little bit.
I think no, because we played season 15. I think I don't remember.
No, I wasn't in season 15.
Window wasn't either wasn't in 15 or 16.
16. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, you
Yeah,
had Jirachi.
we were in
You're
16.
right.
Yeah, 16 was Jirachi, 17 was Magmar, 15 I didn't play, 14 was Pangrove, I think, is my only redirection. That team was good.
Oh, that's a terrible mon.
That team was ass. That team was like Turbo Cheeks.
I forgot about Tangrowth. That Pokemon is dicks.
That team was it was
No,
it
you had
was
Clefable.
Sand.
You had Clefable in 14.
Oh, okay.
No, I didn't have Tangrowth. I was losing to Tangrowth. That was what it was.
Anyway, another thing about this team that I think is funny is that you have 2 Trick Room setters and like the most one-dimensional Trick Room mode of all time.
Yeah. So that was intentional, like in terms of like. So every time we've seen Coco Joe drafted, which I think is good. Like we haven't seen it be good that many times, but I do think it's really.
Hey.
I think it's fine. It's
Yeah,
fine.
I think it's okay.
I think it's worse than I initially thought, for sure.
Yeah. But the main issue we've seen with a lot is they lean too hard into that fast, so I wanted to make sure I had defined Trick Room.
I think an
And
exception
then
to that is in this call right now.
Did you forget to get the defined Trick Room too, though? Did you forget? Because I don't like it's Trick Room, I guess, but you have the Poop Table as your biggest Trick Room offensive Pokemon turn 1 is the Poop Table.
I do love the Poop Table is got on. That makes me happy.
It's a really good nickname because of how awful this mon is. I'm gonna keep calling it Poop Table. It's great. One thing I will give this team though is outside of like the one flaw in like redirection, I think all the moves are good. It's got pretty much all the moves that you would want. There is that. One thing that I like about the team in regards to Sinistra is it doesn't feel pigeonholed into being the Trick Room mon. Sometimes that can be a little annoying with Sinistra from my experience using it, but it's like Sinistra's also a really good mon, so it's kind of like sometimes just a non-issue.
Yeah, that was something I knew. I think probably with talking with you was like having Sinistra being your only TR setter like feels really rough. I think we also talked about it. I feel like I remember this from when Gig had Sinistra.
I don't
like,
even
it has-
remember when that was. I know
That was
I
season
had it.
13.
I know I had it
It was-
in 17.
It's like he had Stantler and Sinistra. It's like, well, Stantler's not real, and then
Well,
Sinistra is. Your
You say
Trick Room
that.
set.
You say that, but Stantler's more real than 90% of his team this season. So
That's fair.
Sandler is more real than Rillaboom. You heard it here first.
that's probably the one mon that I'm like not even gonna argue that it's realer than. I could argue for all of the other mons though.
Yeah. But yeah, like I think I got too lost in the moves. Like kind of said, there's a lot of the good moves. There's the snarl. There's double fake out, which I wanted. I wanted fast and slow fake out. There's 2 trick room setters. There's the screens from Coco. There's haze. But I think I kind of lost the damage in return for the utility that I wanted.
I'm gonna be honest, and I'm not saying this because I hate you for taking Mega Altaria and ruining my plan. But Mega Altaria was probably not the play for like a dragon or a fairy. Probably could have grabbed something better. Technically, Sylveon was still on the board at that point, and I think Sylveon is
dragon.
way better. So you pick Altaria, which isn't really a dragon. We had this discussion. Don't justify Altaria as it's a dragon, even though that would have been my justification if I drafted it. I'm a weasel. I'm a weasel. I'm a weasel.
I will also say Slowking can like kind of sort of function similarly to Reuniclus on Kathy's team as like an offensive trick room setter that can set up its own trick room and then take advantage of it with Nasty Plot. That's like kind of fake, but also it could be something.
It's also more fake on this team because Slowking is 25 special attack lower than Reuniclus.
Yeah, but it has better coverage, at least.
It does have that. It is bulkier too as well. At least specially. Physically, it might be about the same.
I think physically it's a bit less.
Yeah, just because the HP stat, but the special,
Yeah, I'm trying to adjust it in my head. Yeah.
And I mean, for physical bulk, you do have the Intimidate Staravia to help out.
Yeah. That's probably the worst mon you've ever drafted, Winda. I'm gonna be so real.
I think Poop Table is worse. I think Poop Table is worse.
Well, according to the Winda philosophy, I think Staravia is the worst mon Winda's ever drafted. Because Winda likes it when support Pokemon do damage. And then you draft Staravia.
It does a lot of damage with Endeavor.
This is true. Also, yeah. I was also sending some very funny calcs to Pinky.
Yeah. There were some silly calcs.
You can make silly calcs with every mon is what I've learned. Just ask Kathy. 90% of our prep sessions are just me finding funny calcs and then going, this is too bad to use.
Twin Span Ball Trace is still so insane. I can't believe it worked.
Oh, that one was completely real, and that was the best slot for that situation, though.
Oh yeah, Moltres.
I don't think I was being that team without Choice Band Moltres.
Damn. That's even crazier to me that it's just the play.
Yeah, sometimes you got to get a little goofy.
Yeah.
And
speaking of which, did
fee.
you notice Staravia 1v1's Great Tusk?
That doesn't surprise me. Great Tusk is very okay.
Yeah, Air Slash is
like with Intimidate. That's not the most insane thing I've heard.
I also don't think it's even true in Sun. I don't think it's even true in Sun because the attack boost lets you do a KO.
We talked about this. It's not going to get the attack boost because it's getting intimidated.
Yeah, that's sad. That's so sad. Where are we putting this?
What if you run Lonely 0 attack IV? Or 0 defense IV? You just make it a stack attack for no reason. Yeah, how are we placing this? Are we placing this above or below Gig? I think that's the question.
In the gap. Not really. I think it's better than Nobody's, but it's not the gap.
I think Nobody's might be better than it.
No, I like this better than Nobody's. I think just because this one doesn't have clear abusable weaknesses, like that you find immediately when you look at the team before it's even put on the page. Like you've got damage issues, but Nobody has issues everywhere else other than damage. Besides like speeds.
I think at this point I will put my team behind Rats and above Gigs.
I've got you in C. I've got you below the gap. I think Rat's team. I don't know. Rat's team alone might. These two teams.
Does Rat go in the gap?
Is Rat in the gap? Rat might be in the gap.
Oh no. That means I'm in the gap.
No, I'll put I'll name it smaller gap at window. That's what we're calling it. We're calling it the smaller gap at window. So window also has a little bit of a gap between nobody. Just a little bit of a gap. Smaller gap at window. That's the gap. It's a new gap tier. Yeah. I don't like this team. Winda, I think this is your worst team. Which, I mean, says a lot.
That one.
Well, your worst team of Gen 9, I think.
I will also disagree with that.
What do you think your worst
alphabet
one
team.
was? The alphabet team that he won with?
I don't know. I didn't think that.
Or no, that was that the Type Roulette team that Winda won with?
It was. I never did an alphabet team. It was Type Roulette.
Yeah, Type Roulette. Yeah, you won with that team. You beat me in finals with that team. I'm not gonna call that the worst team you've ever drafted.
No, I'm not talking about that team. I'm talking about season 14.
Season 14?
It was Ursaluna, Blood
don't
Moon,
think so.
Iron Jugulus.
No,
Sand.
no. I like that team more than I like this, just because you have that immediate damage. It's basically almost the same issue, where damage looks like an issue with that team. Also, Dracovish is better than probably half of this team, which is, I mean, it's Dracovish.
That one.
With Sand, it's better than half the team.
I remember running Calcs with Dracovish, and that mod was not OHKOing anything.
Okay, fine. I'll give you this. It's better than well over a third of your team.
It's better than Avalog.
It's better than Avalog.
Poop Table and better than Staravia.
Yeah, it's better than Avalog, better than Staravia, and it's better than Mega Altaria. Mega Altaria is not a good Pokemon. I was coping when I was trying to get it. That was going to be my funny mon because I didn't have anything else to do, so I was going to throw a little bit. I think it might be better than Salazzle too, actually. They're probably about the same.
I think it's better than Lazzle. I think
Probably about the
Lazzle's kind of bad, and I used it. Just no.
I like Salazzle, but not on this team. I think it needed to be a damage mon.
Yeah, I think like a Volcarona or an Iron Moth to click strong heat waves, and this team is a lot better.
Yeah, we did talk about that, but I was like, yeah, but I don't like Iron Moth.
Yeah, no, Iron Moth is terrible. Like, I almost drafted Iron Moth when I was looking for a fire type for a plan, and it was so bad that I was like, okay, no. I'd rather take a 4x rock weakness with Volcarona than grab Iron Moth.
Yeah, there was like maybe a world in which like Salazzle got dropped for Volcarona, and then like Mega Altaria became something worse, or Slowking became something worse.
All right. It's time.
All right.
For the Pinky.
For me.
The Bullshit Brothers.
Yeah. I got Mega Blastoise, Sneasler, Dragapult, Crocodile, Klefki, Kilowattrel, Tapu Bulu, Magmortar, the Jizzler, and Hippopotas.
Jizzler.
Yeah, so
I can't believe you have a 1-point Pokemon better than Tapu Bulu.
my philosophy with this team is I wasn't sure which Mega I wanted round 1. But I was like, fuck it, I'll go with Blastoise because I think I can make a better team than the last time I had it. And I don't think I can use it in Champions because it's not getting Follow Me back. And if it doesn't have Follow Me, it's a much worse Pokemon. So I was like, okay, I'll build around it. I'll take Sneasler to help with that grass weakness. And I'll make a team that's like, where Blastoise is good, but it's not solely reliant on Blastoise to be good in the matchup to have a good matchup. Because that was the pitfall I ran into the last time in Season 18, where I just ran into Wind around 1 of playoffs, and it was Rillaboom Iron Hands, and I could not do anything. So I think in that aspect, this team succeeds, but it's also... it's experimental, to say the least. I don't know.
Yeah,
You guys start roasting my guys.
I mean, hey, it has maybe the most grass resistances I've ever seen on a team, so that's something. You'll never have to worry about a grass type with your 7 grass resistances.
That was not even on purpose.
That might actually be the most resistances of one type I may have ever seen.
Yeah.
That's insane.
No, it has to be a bug, surely.
Well, this team has 6 bug resistances and 7 grass resistances.
Oh, yeah, no, I think I've probably seen 7 or 8 bug weaknesses.
Also 5 electric resistances.
Wait, 6 bug
I-
weaknesses, 7 grass weaknesses, 6, 7.
Can't or kill yourself. Anyway.
Are we cool yet?
Um,
Are we cool yet? Are we hip with the kids, as they say? Fucking dogs.
Like my noose.
Fuck my chud.
Sweat my
life.
rust. Sweat my rust.
Alright.
I do think it's funny that this team has 3 electric immunities as well.
Yeah, that was also kind of silly.
It's like, alright, so here's Mega Blastoise, and here's like every mon that will not be weak to either of its weaknesses.
Real, actually.
I wanted to support it better than last time, and you
Yeah,
know what?
and I think you
kinda
may-
failed
You
at
may
that.
have overcorrected just a little bit.
Maybe just a little bit.
Just a
But
little
I
bit.
think like even outside of that, like I wasn't gunning for electric resistance,
Yeah.
grass resistances. I just wanted to get good Pokemon, and I think I did that. But also I know that
I
there's
don't.
not nice words you guys had to say about
I mean-
Crocodile and Kilowattrel.
I mean, I've told you that I'm not very high on like a majority of your team,
Yeah.
but I gave you that
So
warning.
Yeah, I don't like. Okay, no, I kind of like Bulu. I want to use Bulu at some point, even though it's bad.
That Bulu was supposed to be Thwacky, and then I thought surely nobody's not going to take Thwacky, and I was wrong in that assumption.
and I told you you're an
Shouldn't have bet against Lord Nobody taking a mon that he's used before. You should have
Yeah.
expected this to happen.
I should have taken Thwacky. I don't know why I took Crook. I think I was just tired and I wasn't thinking properly. But yeah, I
Yeah,
should have taken Thwacky.
Yeah, but then Lord Nobody wanted Crook, so.
Which, to be fair, would have made his team worse.
Well, no, because if I get Thwacky, then I can switch Kilowattrel for Zapdos, and I think that makes this team a lot better.
Oh no, I was talking about Nobody's team. If he got Crook,
Oh, yeah.
your team would be infinitely better with Thwacky. I do agree with that.
Yeah, but I'm also in the same boat as Pinky that I actually like Crocodile, so.
Yeah, that's probably been me and you. That's probably been our biggest disagreement on a mon ever. Is Crocodile.
Yeah,
I feel like Crocodile can't be that bad, because like I liked Landorus.
I
alright, and this is
think
just
it's
kind of like a
really
weird Landorus.
bad. It's got so many weaknesses to be your Intimidate Pokemon. Like, we've got 5
true.
weaknesses. And they're the common types, too. Minus Bug and Ice. But other than that,
Well,
like,
most of
it's
those
3
aren't
common
common,
types.
like physical attacker. Like, there's not a ton of good physical water, ice, or fairy types.
Yeah. That is the point. That your Intimidate doesn't really slow them down at all, and they just kind of just show up and kill you.
Well, yeah, just don't intimidate the special attackers that threaten it. Just threaten, intimidate the physical attackers.
Yeah. Just ignore the special attackers because they can't hurt you. They're not real. Water types aren't real because you
Exactly.
resist them all. Grass types aren't real because you
Well,
resist them all. Electric types.
Okay, I do have a Blastoise and a Magmortar to follow me the grass and the water moves.
Well, one of those. Blastoise can probably redirect the grass moves that would kill Crocodile. Magmortar cannot
Magmortar
redirect
can
the water
redirect-
move.
Well, it
I'm
can
honest-
redirect the grass move.
That yes, but it won't take a water move. I don't know. The
Yeah.
only mons that
No,
I'm
but-
for sure high on are your first 3. I like Mega Blastoise, I like Sneasler, I like Dragapult. I'm not the biggest Mega Blastoise fan. I've been, on record for saying that, but like I think it's a good mon. It's just not a me mon.
It's very much a meme on. I loved using it. I'm hopefully gonna like using it again.
Yeah,
I really like it. I just haven't gotten around to using it.
Yeah, I think Klefki's cute. I think there's a lot of mons on here that are cute. Like Klefki's cute, Magmortar's cute.
I
Well-
won't say that about Magmortar.
I don't mean like physically cute. I mean like it does cute
Yeah.
things. Like it's. Because I
Yeah.
don't know if I would say
I think-
Klefki is exactly physically cute either. It's just keys.
I think Klefki is definitely the most experimental pick on this team because I was like, okay, Prankster dual screens and then like Rain Dance support for Blastoise and Kilowattrel could be cool. But truthfully, I don't really know how it's gonna turn out. And
Yeah,
I think
I like the
having a
I
lot
like
of
the T wave for it.
Yeah,
I
Klefki
think
is
having a lot of
kind
my
of
teams
like.
reliant on dual screens is not great.
Yeah, Klefki is kind of
Um,
just like cheap Grimmsnarl, which is totally fine. But it just
Yeah.
doesn't have, Spirit Break. So it's a little worse. Obviously, it doesn't have, Fake Out and all that, but, the standard
Hardy
Grimmsnarl
Drop is a good one.
usage, which is, Thunder Wave, Reflect Light Screen.
Yeah. Or instead, it can imprison Trick Room if needed.
I think,
Which is needed in this team because you don't have it.
yeah.
That's what I'm
As-
saying.
I have a ton of taunt Pokemon. What are you talking about?
I will mean you don't have a Trick Room mode.
Okay, I
So you
see.
just
I
stop
see
the
your
Trick
taunt
Room.
Pokemon. How many of them want to click taunt? Be honest with me. How many of those 4 Mons want to click taunt?
I would say 3 of them, but I might be insane for that.
You are.
I would agree.
I would
think
say. I would say
Magmortar,
you're insane.
Crocodile, and Tapu Bulu can all click taunt very reasonably.
I don't know about Magmortar.
Magmortar is going to be running like Heat Wave, Follow Me, Protect, and like that 4th move slot is relatively flexible.
90% of the time, I would rather just have Helping Hand. Just because you don't have Eviolate, so you're not gonna live multiple turns in a lot of cases. You're gonna get like 1 good turn with it, and I mean, Helping Hand can immediately swing you in a winning position. It also just makes Mega Blastoise just do so much damage, and they have to, you know, constantly worry about are they just gonna redirect my grass moves? Maybe not constantly, but they do have to worry about it. Yeah. At best, I'll give you the first 5. Like, I'll give you Crocodile. I'll give you Klefki. But I think the bottom 3 real Mons, sorry, Beedrill and Hippopotas. I know your explanation for Hippopotas, so it's not like I'm not like
Yeah,
counting
Beedrill
that
is
as, like,
just
that.
there so I can post the GIF. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
Beedrill's never leaving the Pokeball.
Yeah, but like
Unless I really want to like shit on Canner in finals, but like that is
Kilowattrel is really bad. I think this is probably the worst Tailwind Pokemon at that kind of point range. This one is so
I
bad.
agree with you.
Yeah,
Bulu, I think, is really, really bad. It is maybe the worst fairy type on the board, just because it's a fairy type without like a fairy move that works for it.
I can agree with that too.
Traditional fairy move, because obviously it has Nature's Madness, but
Yeah,
and then
it's never clicking
Magmortar.
Dazzling Gleam.
Magmortar, I don't like Magmortar. Pinky, when I told them that last night, they're like, well, actually, you had Electivire, so what does that say about you? And I said, did I ever say anything nice about Electivire? Electivire
Yeah,
is not
my
good
rationale-
either, but at least Magmortar is better than it. So there's,
Because I could
there's
have gone
that.
Magmar. My rationale for Magmortar instead of Magmar is that if I want, like, theoretically, like, Mega Blastoise and Magmortar can support each other. So if I want to run support Blastoise and offensive Magmortar, that could be a thing. And the Heat Waves are pretty strong compared to Magmar, which has like 95 special attack, so it doesn't really do much. So that was kind of my thought process. I just wanted it to hit harder. I wanted the option to run like Heat Wave, Thunderbolt stuff supported by my other pieces, and even just the raw Heat Waves hit harder. But
I think this
yeah,
one might
I could
be...
definitely,
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I could definitely like see why Magmar is probably just conventionally better. But I thought there was enough merit for Magmar to take it.
This I think might be the team I disagree with you guys the most on, just because there's a lot of pieces that I don't really like and I don't think are that good. For me, I don't know if I think B or C. It's whatever you guys pick. I'm not gonna lose sleep over it, but I'm not.
You were gonna put it in D?
No. B or C. I was
Okay.
never gonna put this in D tier. This is not a gig level team.
Yeah,
But
I
in
I
a
would
lot of
put
ways
my
it
team
feels
in
very-
in A or B.
In a lot of ways, it feels very similar to like the Winda team. Like the Winda and the Nobody team, where it's like, it doesn't have everything, but it's good enough.
I feel like it has a lot of.
In
Stuff.
my
Yeah.
in my eyes, that's kind of how
would
I
put
feel
it
it.
B.
I feel it. B tier, okay.
Sucks, but I kind of
Well,
needed
Well,
the terrain.
We have to redo this then, because of the gap.
I can't wait
You're
to
in the
see
gap.
how it looks. I can't wait to see how
You're
this
in.
looks.
You're in the smaller gap at Winda. No.
Am I in Winda tier or Rat tier?
My personal opinion is that you are in C tier with Winda and Nobody. But I mean, if the common consensus is B tier, I don't have like any issue with that. I just don't think it's as good as Rat or Kathy's teams.
I think I'm in B tier. I would honestly put this team below Rat. But I think it's a B tier team personally, but I'm also very
That's.
biased.
I mean that's fine. I mean, there are other people vouching for it in B tier, so it's not like it's a big deal. Like Winda said, it was a B tier below Rat, right? Winda said B tier.
Yeah.
Rat? Yeah. So I mean, like I said, I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. Let's address the elephant in the room before we go on to the next team. Kathy to A. Is that something that we want to do yet, or do we want to finish the bracket, finish the rankings, and then move around?
I've already had Kathy in A.
I'd say we put it, do it at the end, because it looks
I
better
think either
comparatively
your
to the
team
other
or
teams.
Kathy's team is going to end up as the only A tier. And I think we can do that after we get to your team.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow, it's almost
Speaking
like
of-
I helped a lot with that.
Yeah. Speaking of, wow, it's me, guys. It's Canner here playing Kathy 2. We've got Ogre Pawn, Wellspring, Mega Kangaskhan, Zapdos Galar, Iron Crown, Spiritomb Glamora, Sylveon, Gouging Fire, and Croc Rock.
Wish I could shit on your team, but it's just Kathy too.
It's just Kathy
Yeah.
2. It's
And like,
arguably
this
better,
was the other idea.
but arguably worse at the same time.
I was gonna say I would say arguably worse.
The other idea
Yeah,
I
it
had
is
was just,
worse.
do Kathy's team, but again. But I was like, I don't like Gouging Fire.
That was one of
And
my
it's-
How many
idea.
people did this, by the way?
I mean,
I was going to do it and then did. You were Brett
Yeah.
was going to do it.
Yeah,
Paige was gonna do
Kathy
it.
knows that I was not gonna do it until Winda ruined my night, and then we couldn't come up with literally anything else that seemed even decent. So I just copied it and picked what was left on the board. That's like fine.
Again, my thought process is like, I can try it in Champions maybe. But yeah, it's just a solid team idea with some good mons.
Yeah, it's just like a balanced team with like some offensive pieces here and there. It's not really like consistent special attackers, which is something.
I don't fully know what Crown and Glamora are doing here. They're
Glamora
generally-
is actually a really good team. Crown isn't great.
Yeah,
It was legitimately the best steel type available.
Yeah.
That's just what it came down to.
I can believe. I was like, don't want to shit on it because kind of probably knows something because like they've used Crown before. Maybe they know
I
something.
do have ideas with it, but
Yeah,
it is not a good mon. I will 100% stand by that with you guys. It's not a good mon. It's a passable mon.
yeah, okay.
Yeah,
we can
no,
agree on that, but
Winda,
yeah,
you
I
are
would-
100% correct on that analysis. That it's not a good mon. 100% correct.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was like,
Also-
I get Glamora 100% for this team. I just wasn't sure about Crown.
Because like with Glamora, at the very least, worst case it sets up T spikes.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
T-Spikes is really good with this team.
Yeah, it's like at times it can be a little counter synergistic with Gouging Fire, but like worst case, like they're burned instead of toxic, so it's like they're still taking chip anyways.
Yeah. And like any amount of chip will just help.
Yeah, but don't get it twisted. This is a 7-mon team. Spiritomb is basically not real. Croc Rock is basically not real. I guess 5.5, 6.5 is probably what I would say, because Iron Crown's kind of a half mon.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Zapdos Galar, though, I will say, is probably the most underexplored Pokemon in UBL.
Yeah,
because
so
this mon is crazy.
Here's the thing. Every single time we've seen Zapdos Galar drafted, it's been ass.
Yeah, but I could. It has really good
I
traits.
believe, yeah, but I believe it can be good. But it just every single time it's just looked like
Oh,
complete garbage.
100%. 100%. I still, though, think it's the most underexplored Pokemon probably in the entire
Yeah,
format.
And it works for
Besides,
this
like,
team.
those really high point megas. Like, technically, in Natdex, Chi-Yu and Chien Power are probably the most underexplored. Just because
Yeah.
no one ever tries them. For valid reasons. I'll just go ahead, rattle off my critiques with the team. It's kind of slower than I would want it to be. Which
Yeah.
isn't great. It's not exactly slow either, which is on the same side of two sides of the same coin. It's too slow, but it's also not really slow enough in the parts where you would want it to be slow. Like kind of like a lot of these teams, I don't really have a Trick Room mode per se, but I mean,
Play
again,
balance.
me and Kathy are very similar. Trick Room is only okay. Tailwind is like fine if you need it. You don't need it. I mean, we both made finals barely clicking the moves. I think I definitely clicked it way more than Kathy did though. I probably clicked it more. 5 to 10
I can't remember your
times.
team from last season.
Last season was
But
the
also you like swapped it
Flutter.
a lot.
Flutter.
Elephant.
Split instant Mega Lucario, right? Elephant.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't need to click it then.
Yeah.
But
I just clicked it more than you did.
Me too. Plus you have boost speed
Yeah.
on crown or gouging.
Yeah, and funnily enough, I'm in the same pool as nobody, which I just realized we forgot for the last 3 coaches to tell what pools they are. I'm so organized, folks. Winda is in the pool with me and nobody. Pinky is the last of Pool B.
Yeah, definitely. I think Pool B is a lot more stacked than Pool A, but
Yeah, by team strength, 100%.
okay. I team strength for sure.
Yeah.
I also think maybe by coach strength, but also no, I take that back.
Because I think me, Winda, nobody is a stronger 3-person lineup than, like, what? Yours is
Kathy.
probably, throughout all 4 coaches, probably averages out to be stronger between the 4, because you don't have,
But yeah,
you know...
Biggie just has a gigantic mountain to climb.
Yeah. Okay, about my team, the things I don't like. I don't really love Iron Crown. Oh, wow, shocker. Canner doesn't like the mon that's sold multiple times when he used it one season. Shocker. At one point, I did consider grabbing Indeedee Mail for kind of a pseudo, like, Psy spam option, but it's not what the team needed. Maybe if it was a follow me Pokemon, I could have justified it, because then it would have been another follow me that provides a fake out immunity. But like, again, not really what the team needed. The team didn't need another Pokemon to be bringing like more support to start the battle and to put me in a position where it looks like I'm better off per se. But I mean, it's got really good pieces. I mean, Mega King was incredible last season. Gouging Fire was really good last season. Sylveon was really good last season. So it's like, take those big 3 from the team and then kind of readjust. Because I had to readjust this team after Snipes on my original plan, so I was kind of just picking off what was left on the draft board. I did have to go with Ogerpon Wellspring over Grass Ogerpon. But I do like Wellspring more. It's a 1-mon water grass. So if I lead like Ogerpon Gouging Fire, it's Fire Water Grass all on the field, which can exert a lot of pressure immediately. And then for the Defiant to kind of punish Intimidate, we did go for Zapdos Galar, which is... I've been hyping this mon up. I'm not sure how it's going to be, truthfully. I haven't really practiced with it yet. I haven't done any scrims with this team. I did with my old version, with the Terapagos team. But this team is definitely better than that Terapagos team would have ended up being. But that team wasn't really meant to be, like, good either. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a lot of really solid mons. It's got situational last 2 mons. Spiritomb is situational. Krokorok is, like, sort of situational. Because it has Intimidate. It's not good. It's worse Crocodile, which should make you know how I feel about Krokorok, but I mean, no Intimidate is rough, but in my pool, I don't think it's the biggest deal in the world. I think my pool is a lot more specially dense than it is physical.
Also, I will say, right after you got Snipes Canner, because Rat and I were DMing a lot in the draft process, and I DM Rat and I go, I'm not trying to speak anything into fruition, but I'm just saying, Canner said he was going to drop his whole plan in Grace because there's no good budget fairies and Mega Gardevoir's on the board with Indeedee to let it Psy spam. So I was like,
oh,
there is a chance.
Don't worry. If I tried to do that, Kathy would yell at me.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would talk him out of it immediately.
Yeah, no, Kathy would not
Canner
let me draft Psy
picks up
spam.
I'm going to yell at him.
Yeah, no, I think everyone would have yelled at
plans-
me. They would have
One
said,
of my original plans was Indeedee Hat, just so Canna didn't pick Psy Spam.
So
and you know what's crazy? I almost did
favor.
pick Psy spam technically, because I almost grabbed Indeedee Mail. But
Yeah.
but
When-
I'm
that's why I
I'm a
laughed
big
when you
boy.
said
I'm a big
Ogre.
boy, and I can talk myself out of that one. I'm proud of
Aw.
myself. I'm proud of myself.
We can hang that picture up on the fridge.
I know it's going on the fridge. Canner switching up to a team that isn't size spam. Put it on the fridge.
Put it on the fridge.
Put it on the fridge.
But yeah, this is a pretty good team. I think this is either top of B or the lone A tier. But it's between this team and Kathy's, I think.
I think they're probably the same tier. I don't know. I'll let you guys decide. Because I mean, I think it's A. But if I'm moving it to A, I'm moving Kathy up there anyways. Because I think
That's
I
fair.
would put them on the same tier.
Yeah, I would
down
do
for
the
that.
same. I think yours is like marginally better, but only marginally.
I would probably agree. This is another one of them. Like every time where I'm up towards the top, it's very arguable if I'm 1 or 2. I have
Yeah.
never been. I don't think I've ever been a decisive one, and that's what you gotta love about me. I'm a little scamp who always keeps second place in the running.
And then he gets like
Night.
3rd place in the standings anyway.
Bingo. Actually, most of the time where I get a top draft, I actually don't make playoffs.
Which is crazy, because like honestly, you should farm your pool, but
Yeah.
we'll
I'm gonna
see.
farm Winda. Yeah, man. I'm gonna farm Winda and nobody. Winda I might be able to beat.
I mean,
that nobody matchup
too.
is so
Just hey, Fluttermane doesn't exist. It's not real. Just tear your Ogre Pawn. You get the special defense boost.
true. All right,
If
now
you
we
can
have,
tear your Ogre Pawn,
Yeah.
it'd be so good.
yeah, now we have Big E's team.
Oh, we do.
Big E has Ogre Pawn, Teal Mask, Excadrill, Moltres, Mega Tyranitar, Raichu, Tapu Lele, Dracovish, Weirdeer, Spidops, and Rhydon.
So this is our 3rd Ogre-Pon.
This is the worst team in the league, I fear.
Yeah, I
Yes,
will
it-
say
it is.
it's better than it was before, which kind of says a lot. But I mean,
Yeah, it was Talonflame before, and I said
yeah.
Talonflame with sand is not the best idea in the world.
yeah, it's not the best idea in the world, but he probably should have kept Talonflame. I'm not gonna lie, because then like you
I
don't have to
don't
commit to sand.
Don't know why we have Raichu here for like 13 points.
Fake out, follow me.
It gets follow me. I forgot
yeah.
it has follow me.
Yeah, it's got fake out, follow me. That one's a very justifiable Pokemon. What's really funny is technically we have Psy Spam, folks. Technically we have Psy Spam.
Okay, shut the fuck up.
We have 2 Psychic types.
shut
One of them
the
has
fuck up.
Expanding Force, and it might click it because it has no other moves that'll do a lot of damage with this team. Also,
Or
why is
you had to
Spidops
here.
still here? We could have gotten rid of Spidops.
Isn't it 1 point? Yeah, we could have.
Yeah, we could have got a
Rhydon.
6-point Pokemon. Or not Moltres.
Yeah.
Yeah, Moltres
Yeah.
without Terra, kind of.
There was like maybe
I thought
3
Moltres-
seconds where I considered Moltres for my team.
I
and
thought
when
Moltres
about it
with
more-
Terra wasn't that good.
Yeah, and look who won the season with
Yeah,
it.
in fully low tier Terra. Yeah, bring that to the LeBron James format, and he's gonna look like it's gonna be Linsanity. That's what it's gonna be, Winda. It's gonna be Linsanity.
Gotta be Linsanity.
You think you're LeBron, but you're just Jeremy Lin.
Yeah, I think the one redeeming quality of this team is that it has a really good matchup into Lord Nobody.
Yeah, yeah, and annoyingly, Tyranitar gains 10 speed when it Mega Evolves, so it's worse in the Trick Room mode.
Yeah, like if it was regular T-Tar, this team could be a lot better. Like you could just get rid of Spidos and upgrade it to regular T-Tar, and it'd be good in every matchup except for the Lord Nobody matchup.
Yeah, and even then, it's not like it's bad in the Lord Nobody matchup. It just comes down to
Yeah, it's just
when he does and doesn't Mega Evolve.
yeah. I think Mega T-Tar turns that from a 6-4 to a 7-3.
Yeah.
Dracovish is here.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think if you had to,
I don't really like this team at all. I don't really think it has a ton of redeeming qualities either.
if it was good
Unfortunately.
Tailwind, you could run Strong Jaw on the fish, and that would be a lot better. But
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
there's
you
Moltres.
can bluff it. Bluff Sandrush Dracovish and run Strongjaw,
Room.
Strongjaw Scarf. Because that
Yes.
outspeeds every
Strongjaw-
non-booster in the not nobody matchup. Because in the nobody matchup,
Strongjaw Scarf.
you already have an option. But does
I mean,
it?
Strongjaw Scarf
Yeah,
is the
'cause
same
it's
power as
like
Sandrush
one-
Band.
It's like 1 point
Yeah,
slower
but
than
then you don't. Yeah,
Drago.
against Lord Nobody, you might want it.
I mean, against Lord,
It's not
Lord
fast
Nobody,
with Flutter.
you just yeah.
Probably
That's why.
strength
That's why I
range.
said specifically like Scarf is better in every other matchup. Like it could be run in every other matchup, not in the nobody matchup. It's impossible to run in that on Dracovish because I mean like it just doesn't do anything.
Yeah, Canner, I know you're really worried about Dracovish with your Follow Me Ogrepon Wellspring.
Shoot, bro, he could kill me before Dracovish moves. I'll let you know when I figure out
Actually,
how,
Linda,
but he could.
and I'm looking at your team, and Dracovish is actually kind of solid, other than that
Yeah,
Altaria.
no, Dracovish isn't bad. The issue is he has to run Sun into it, or run Sand with it. He can't run Strongjaw because otherwise
he
he's
doesn't have Tailwind.
well, he's also slower than Gouging Fire. So it just gets Breaking Swept.
I mean, yeah, if there was Tailwind, the Dracovish would be a lot better, and you could feign running stuff that's not Sand. Unfortunately, because it's Moltres instead of like an actual Tailwind setter, this is very pigeonholed into being Sand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
I don't
while
know.
we
it's
haven't
just-
hopped on type chart matchups that much, but this one just feels really bad.
Well,
This one's
you have
about as
two-
bad as
You have
nobody's.
2 water resists because you can never run Water Absorb Dracovish for an immunity. I mean, it's fine because it's 4x resist anyways, but like you have 4 mons weak to water. It's not where you want to be. Like we'll
Or
just
2
like
ice
we can
weeks
just
and no resistance.
we can also just use me versus Big E as an example because Ogrepon Wellspring. I mean, your mons that are weak to water get dunked on by Ogrepon Wellspring.
good Pokemon.
Yeah, like it's good. I mean, Tyranitar admittedly will live hits because it's so bulky, but like Excadrill, Moltres won't really live. Rhydon's a 4x, so I don't imagine it'll be living. It could, who knows?
What? Surely Rhydon can live in Ivy Cudgel. There's no way it could live in Ivy Cudgel.
There's no way. It might if it's like 252 Eviolite, and I'm like not.
Max
I-
HP.
If I'm not
Eviolite.
max. Like if I'm like support Ogrepon, he might be able to live.
I'm just gonna do 0 attack Ogrepon
Yeah,
into
yeah. If
0
I'm not,
defense.
if he's he actually can live more consistently than I would have thought.
Wow,
132 attack Wellspring Ivy Cudgel is only a 68.75% chance to KO 252-12. So
Yeah,
that's
you
that's
need a lot
something.
of EVs to
But I mean, like,
kill.
even
max
if it does
HP
a lot
at
of
Twilight.
damage, no matter what, I still have Horn Leech and I just recover all my HP back.
Yeah.
And like it still just dies. Also, that 68% doesn't take into account the boosted crit rate from Ivy Cudgel.
Yeah, Ivy Cudgel's a good move. I think Ogrepon might be a good Pokemon.
Yeah, this is the worst team in the league, though, by far. Well,
Is this
yeah, by
is
far.
this
I'm not
F
gonna.
tier or is
I'm
this
not gonna
D
put
tier?
it in its own tier, though. I don't think it's so much worse than Gigs. I think it's worse than his for sure, but like a whole tier between them, no. But I mean, these two teams might be some of the worst teams drafted in UBL history that are serious teams and not, joke picks.
I mean, maybe they're joking. Who knows?
Maybe I don't know. They don't seem like they're joking. And doing intentional throwing, I guess is what I should be saying, other than joke picks, is intentional throwing
But yeah,
with gimmick teams.
the good thing we had that A tier because I don't. Is the tier list just like 2 in the top, 2 in the middle, and then 4 in the bottom?
It's 2 in A, 2 in B, gap, 2 in C, 2 in D. It's just 2, 2,
Oh.
2, 2, 2. It's just 4 twos.
That
4
works
tiers
out.
of 2 each. Yeah, I don't know.
At first,
think
I thought it was just gonna be 4 in the top tier, 4 in the bottom tier.
Yeah, no, if we had decided that, me and Kathy were staying B, it would have been 4 B tiers, 2 C tiers, and 2 D tiers. But, alright, so in recap, we have me and Kathy in A tier. We have Rat and Pinky in the B tier. We have a small gap between Winda and Pinky. And Winda and Rat. Small gap between those two. The gap between nobody is much larger. And then in C tier, we have Winda and nobody. And in D tier, we have Gig and Big E. Which means, based on the pools, I am the only one in my pool above the gap.
Yeah, like this should be a very easy counter sweep. And
Well, hold
in
on.
B, it's very contentious.
Hold on. Don't say a really easy counter sweep, because Winda is
That's what I said
still
in theory.
In theory, yeah. In theory, looking at just the Mons, sure. If we ignore the matchups, and ignore that hell of a first week matchup, I'll be fine.
You're just fighting Lord Nobody. You're fine.
Yeah, I'm just fighting Lord Nobody with a team that just gets to click 2 buttons and wins the game.
Yeah, I mean you did fine the last time we brought Sun, right?
That is true. I did almost beat him with the most unwinnable matchup possible. And then we discovered this matchup, which is even worse. No, that one was a 99-1.
I think this matchup you have versus him is definitely better than the last one.
I'm not sure about that, because at least I had Bullet Punch and Mega Lucario for this.
Okay, well that's on you for drafting. You should have drafted Lucario instead of Iron Crown.
True, I should have just been boring and convinced Kathy to not draft Incineroar, so I could have just done the same thing. I guess she dropped it, so I could have just done the same thing anyways. Yeah. However, I think I would rather die than have the same team for 3 seasons.
Same team, but also no Flutter, so it's kind of shite.
No, the Flutter team is actually, I think, worse. The last season team. Because I didn't have, it was better with Manaphy.
Okay.
Oh, you did have Manaphy.
Yeah, I had Manaphy in 17. I think the 17 version of the team is better. I just hit my worst matchup in playoffs. What even was on the 17 team? I don't have it.
I don't know, man.
Anywhere. It's just the.
Nope. Yeah, I guess that's PR. So we want to do a quick week 1. Who do we think is gonna win?
We could speedrun it.
Okay. First matchup, you versus nobody. I believe in you. I think you're using a better team, and I think you can beat the Flutterman.
Quick speed run. All right. Me. All right. One for me. You know what? I'll believe in myself.
I also agree.
Yeah. Kathy, do you believe in me or do you believe in nobody?
I believe in you, and the matchup's hard. Woo.
Yippee! All right, Biggie Winda. Do we need to talk about this?
Nah,
Biggie Winda. I think Winda wins, but it's a weird matchup.
Yeah.
But it's also been really hard to build because Biggie does not have 6 Pokemon he wants to bring into Winda. I think Winda wins.
Oh boy, it's Kathy versus Pinky.
I think this is definitely the most interesting matchup for the week 1.
Most even matchup, that's for sure.
Yeah. It's definitely the most even.
No, Gig Rat might be the most even. That might be the most.
No, Gig wins that matchup free.
No, you say that, but I believe in my boy Rat. I'm taking Kathy because I gotta take Kathy. That's my goat.
Yeah, I think I'll take myself.
It'd be a bit weird if you didn't.
Yeah, just because I'm narcissistic, I guess.
I mean, hey, I multiple times last season didn't take myself.
Even though I'm helping Pinky, I think I'm still gonna give it to Cafe.
Damn, hater! That's great. No, I'm kidding.
All right, Kathy, are you taking yourself or Pinky?
Probably should take myself.
I think realistically,
If I was doing actual predictions, I'll just throw the game and give myself an extra point by throwing and not picking myself.
I think this is like 55-45 in Kathy's favor. Like, this is definitely winnable for me, but...
All right, Gig versus Rat. Give me my boy Rat. He always whips out the weirdest stuff to win the game. But then again, so does Gig.
Gig has the better matchup. The Rat will win.
So you're taking Rat, Pinky?
I'm taking Rat, 100%.
Okay.
I'm taking Rat.
Okay.
I'll take Rat as well. Funny. Even though you said
Okay.
it's like a really bad matchup.
Wow, look at
Yeah,
that.
'cause,
3
like-
matchups that we all think are going to
Like,
go
oh,
one
we're
way.
friends. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm,
And then one
I'm,
matchup
I'm
that
the
I
outlier
disagree
here.
with. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just really hard for Rad to find a way to deal with Sanseer and Eruption and Hyper Voice.
Yeah,
but
you know what? We got through that a lot faster than I thought we would. Who do we think are making it out of pools? Start with
I
A
think
first. We'll start with A
Winda.
first.
I say it's me and Canna for our pool.
I think Canna Winda for sure. Nobody has a chance, but I
My
think nobody's probably
pick
gonna go 1-2.
is pessimistic, but I have to do this to use it as motivation to drive myself. I think it's going to be nobody in window. I have
The
to
way
use
that
it as
happens
motivation.
is if you lose to nobody.
Yeah. Well,
No,
if I
you
lose to
lose to
nobody
Biggie.
and if I lose to you, that's the only way that I can
Or,
not
yeah.
make it. If I beat you, I can still make it. Unless I lose to
Because
Biggie.
I'm gonna assume that Big E beats nobody. Because the matchup is just so good.
I would assume, but nobody skill diffs so incredibly hard.
That's true. Yeah, Pool B, I think it's definitely Kathy, and then whoever wins between me and Rat probably makes it out with her.
Yeah. I think
Unless-
it's... If Rat loses week 1, I think it's going to be either you or Gig.
I think the people making it out of pools are the 4 people in this call.
That's fair.
That's fair. I think that is a very actually valid take.
I think my team definitely has the better matchup in the Gig, so I'm gonna assume that I beat him. But he also did like destroy me with Primarina last time.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, that was PRs. And
quick,
and a
quick
little
week
little
1
bit of
breakdown
Bitcoins.
and quick what we think's gonna
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah. If you're not in this call, I'm sorry, but you're not making out of pools.
Facts.
That's what Winda decided.
Yeah, that's,
And Winda has the
this is
most
where,
championships in UBL history, so you would know better than us.
Yeah,
You know better than
hasn't won a season in how long?
You also have 6. You're still ahead by 3.
Yeah, I mean you've won a season more recently than I have.
Haven't won one more recently than I have, though.
I literally have not won a Nat deck season.
That's not true.
Gen 9 Nat deck season.
Yeah, there you go. You did in Gen 8.
I did in Gen 8. We did one Nat deck season. And I
You won the first and the last season. You're like a book.
What if we run another one just to skew that stat?
Yeah. Just so Winda can win the
Go
last
back to-
one. Just all throw
go
so
back to
Winda
the worst
can
format.
have it. This is not the worst format. There's worse. The low tier tarot format was worse.
That's fair.
That I think is the worst format I've ever played in draft. All right, well, that's it.
liked it.
Bye, folks.
Bye.
Me.